Okay, I added a couple more accents, and now once I let the marker dry, I just want to erase that extra pencil so I don't have any in the middle of my drawing anymore, because once I start coloring it, I won't be able to erase it. You can if you use marker, but not if you use colored pencil, which is what I'm going to be doing. So here we go. I chose a couple colors I think would look nice together: purple, blue, and yellow. I tested them out here to see what they look like, make sure they look good together. So I'm going to start out with the purple. I'm going to start off at the top of the C. I'm going to try to stay within the black because the colored pencil will color over the black. So I'm going to start by coloring dark. And then getting lighter and lighter to make this, make this darker. And darker. And make it lighter as I move in. I'm going to try to blend that, just pressing lighter and lighter as I move closer towards the middle. But I want to get an idea as to what colors, where the colors are going to sit. So I'm going to use purple. We'll use blue at the bottom. Let's do some blue. That's going to start down here. I'm going to make it so the colors go straight across. It's going to be straight across the middle. So the yellow, I'm just going to draw a light line down the center to show where I want to put that. It's going to give me an indication. So I'm going to go here. Just going to draw a dark line right where I have that. Make it really dark. Now, as I move out, I'm going to make it a little bit lighter, a little bit lighter, and a little bit lighter as it moves towards the purple here. I'm going to do the same thing down. Move it a little bit lighter, lighter, and lighter as I get towards the blue. Now I'm going to do the same thing on each spot here. Make it lighter as I go along. Oh, made a little mistake there. Not a big deal. Darker. Lighter and lighter. I don't want to make the yellow too wide because I just decided I didn't want it that way. And I'm going to try to make it somewhat match across, but it definitely does not have to perfectly match. Sometimes the more funky it ends up, the cooler it looks, because none of this is made to look perfect. None of this is made to look straight and looking very neat, because it's graffiti. You don't want it neat, you want it interesting. Once I have that, that's my center line there. I'm going to take a look at it and say, oh, I want to move this up a little bit, because I think this needs more. Move that up a little bit more. Make it look a little bit more. Okay, so it looks like I've got yellow right across the middle. So from here, there we go. I'm going to go back to the purple. And I'm going to make the purple go all the way to the yellow. It's going to get lighter and lighter until it meets the yellow. I don't want it really light because I want to try to cross over those colors a little bit. Just lighter and lighter and lighter until I hit that yellow. I think that needs to be a little bit darker, don't you? So I'm going to make the top here darker as it continues going down. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing for the rest of the letters. I'll just do the top of the S for now. Start off dark up here, just the top of the S. You could do it all the way across when you do it, but for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do one at a time. Right here, it's really dark, so we'll go dark all the way down to here to kind of match. We'll use that first letter as reference. And we're going to get just a little bit lighter. Gets a little bit lighter about there. Doesn't have to be perfectly even. It's just graffiti. Keep going down until you blend into that yellow. Make this a little darker up here. Step back, take a look at it. Now I'm going to move into the third color. The third color is going to be going down at the bottom. I'm going to start out down here and make it nice and dark. Just working on the C right now. You can do all the way across at the same time if you want. So as we move up, I'm going to make it lighter and lighter. Now you do not have to make it look lighter and lighter as you go. You can keep it dark all the way until they meet. So for instance, if I wanted to take this and make it dark all the way up, I can do that. Nice and dark the whole way. And I'm going to use the blue here, make that dark the whole way until they meet. I wouldn't recommend going this fast because you will probably mess it up. I've already made a few mistakes on here, but that's okay. So where they meet, I'm going to press just as hard where they meet, and I'm making a third color in there, making a little bit of green. So you can do it this way as well. Now I'm going to use the purple. I'm going to make that dark and see what it does when it hits the yellow. Because purple is a secondary color. So I'm going to mix it in with some yellow here, pressing a little lighter as I go in, but mostly having it dark. That looks kind of neat. Finish coloring this. I usually color everything in the same direction. I'm just trying to color it quickly right now. I'll do the same thing that I did before. Pressing all the way into here. So there, that's two different ways of doing the letters. You can press dark and then get light as they meet each other, or you can press dark the whole time. You can do two different colors, you can do three different colors, you can have the middle color be very thin, you could just do one color, you could do from dark to light on one color, but you can have something that's solid pattern in there, whatever you would like to do. And from here, if I wanted to color this outline here, I could do that. Let's try to grab another color in here. Why don't we add some green? Because why not? I'm going to take some green. I'm going to add it in over here. I'm going to add another little element. I'm going to make the part that's near the outline darker than everything in the middle. So where the outline is, it's going to be darker. But everything else is going to be a little bit lighter. You can do it that way, or you could make it mostly dark, like this. And you can use a different color at the edge. I'm going to grab a darker green. Use that darker green around the outer edge instead. Or you could use a blue. Use a darker blue, something to make it look shaded. So there's all different ways of shading these and giving these shapes dimension. So from here, try it on your own.